Evening, everybody. I hope you are well, and welcome to yet another live. We're making a Persian love cake. Now, yes, I'm a little bit late for Valentine's Day, but I think this cake can be enjoyed any time of the year because it's like so delicious. The flavors are either lemon or orange zest and cardamom and saffron and oh, so yum. Anyway, we are going to start with 300 grams or 2.5 cups of CK Almond Flour. I have that in the bowl already. To that, I'm going to add 2/3 of a cup of sweetener. I'm using golden because it really doesn't matter. It's just going to make, the golden's just going to make your cake less lighter. It's going to be more of a beige color, if you will. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking powder. Just grab a whisk. Also, I have preheated my oven to 160 degrees Celsius or 320 Fahrenheit, and I already have one Persian cake in the oven, so you'll get to see it soon. We won't have to have much of bake time. Anyway, just going to whisk this together. And in the meantime, I'm just going to melt 125 grams of butter. Okay. Let's have a roll call because I need to wait for my butter to be melted to add this. You're going to see what happens next. And if you prefer a written recipe, do note that it is listed in the description box. Go, Christopher.
I'm sorry, the swallowing slowed me down. All right, welcome everybody.
Welcome.
Today we have Jennifer Fine.
Hello, Jen.
Auntie Judy.
Oh, hello. Hello, Auntie Judy, how are you?
my favourite auntie apart from my other favourite auntie.
My favourite auntie too.
We have Ruth, aka Keto Mama.
Ruth.
Hi, Mother and Chris with the big love heart.
Yes.
Angie Hostutler.
Hello, Angie. How are you? Oh.
The chef. The chef is here.
Oh, hello, Chef. Chef's been busy.
He has.
Yes. Hello, Chef.
Marianne.
Hello, Marianne. How are you?
We have got Patty Shanks.
Hi, Patty. How are you?
Kerry Whitbread.
Oh dear, he's already starting, isn't he? Carrie, you see, what am I doing?
And Super Ron is here.
Hello, Ron.
Ron's Keto Cafe. And that is it.
Oh, those are all the people who said hi. So hi back. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It hadn't refreshed. We also have Michael Rosenau.
Hello, Michael. How are you?
And we have no prizes for guessing who this is.
Mom.
Give me while I just trip over absolutely everything. This is H.
Hello, Mom.
Hello, Mom.
Okay.
Oh, we have no we don't. We have a new name, but it's not a new name. Interesting name, Lynx Lady. Spelled L-Y-N-X. Lynx Lady.
L what?
L-Y-N-X.
Oh, right.
Lynx, like the
yes.
the cat.
Yes.
But says, hi, Shirley Millar here.
Shirley Millar.
Have been having so many problems with YouTube, but opened a new account. I can finally watch and post comments to live again.
Oh,
Yay.
wow.
And Lackey's just rocked into the chat. So I'm about to be put on blast. Hello, Lackey. It's nice to see you.
Hello, Lackey. It's nice to see you.
Right, I shall stop rabbiting on. You must explain to people about the live format.
Yes.
To anybody new who has arrived here today.
I think we should probably do that like every time. A lot of people who watch the lives don't understand that this is done in a live kind of setting. It's not edited in any way. And so, like when we chat, some people want to see the chatting, or some people want a recipe. So that's why I'm kind of trying to put the recipe at the forefront, so people get what they are coming to watch for, if you know what I mean. And that's all right. I have, unfortunately, a 9-inch pan. Use an 8-inch because your cake is going to come out thicker. Mine is going to be obviously thinner because I'm using a bigger cake tin. Anyway, after you have mixed in the butter, you're just going to add some of the mixture to make a crust. So I'm just adding that to the base of my cake tin. And I'm going to press that in real quick. This cake is so easy to make, guys. So easy. And I mean, who doesn't want cake or when they're on a diet? If you can fit it in for the day. Lovely treat. All right. So there is my pressed in. It's not perfect, doesn't matter. But there is my little crust. Okay, so to this then we're going to add 2 beaten eggs. And try to make sure that your eggs are large. You want to have your eggs weigh about 58 to 60 grams. That's okay. That's the, if it doesn't and your eggs are small, it's okay. Just add more eggs until you get the correct amount, which I've put in the description box. 1 cup or 250 grams of Greek yogurt or something equivalent. Yes, you can use cottage cheese. Just try and get a smooth cottage cheese, because you get the cottage cheese that's quite lumpy. And you want a smooth cake, so try and get the smooth cottage cheese.
Can you use creme fraiche?
I think so, but do you get a keto version of creme fraiche?
I don't know what.
Chris is catching himself out here because he thought you should see the face is so sheepish.
I only learned that creme fraiche existed this week, and I've been trying to inject it into every conversation.
Seriously. I think I've known about creme fraiche for probably half my life. No, okay. No,
so you had creme fraiche, when you know those little kitchens that you have as a toddler,
yeah.
Little pink and white. You had creme fraiche in your kitchen then, did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's keep moving on. 8 grams of cardamom spice, and here is where you can add things like orange zest, would be so yum, lemon zest, and I'm going to just add a teaspoon because I don't have lemon or orange. I thought I did and I don't. I'm just going to add a teaspoon of lemon juice instead. All right. Let us now whisk this together. Then you add it on top of your crust. I covered it with foil halfway through the baking process, just in case. But you don't have to. I would say just keep an eye on your cake if you don't want to add the foil to see that, is it browning too quickly on top or...
Michael's asking if I'm wearing a shirt and says it's so un-Australian.
It is on here in this part of Australia at least. Lots of people don't wear much clothing because it's so warm.
Yeah, sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing.
Yes. Just gonna whisk this to get this a little bit more smooth.
Michael also says he's here for the Punch, Chris and Mel show.
What's that?
You know the Punch and Judy, the old puppet things?
No.
You don't know what Punch and Judy is,
No.
and you're giving me crap for not knowing what creme fraiche
At least
was.
I know what creme fraiche is. I mean,
You know, like when you go to a carnival and you have it's like a little a kissing booth style thing, and they have
Yes.
these little puppets that fight with each other,
yes,
and they just argue backwards and forwards. Yeah, Punch and Judy. It's one of the oldest ones in the world.
right, cool.
They basically bicker non-stop.
Oh, because we pick a non.
Yeah.
Oh, for us, it's our idea of fun, the bickering and.
That's how we flirt with each other.
Well, maybe you.
Oh, really? Really?
Okay, right. Keep working.
I record you.
Keep
next time you
working
say
now. Don't get distracted by the
Well,
sky.
Like he says, please don't change the format. We come here for the community / friends and the
Yeah.
recipe and Chris's antics. I feel like I'm getting a bad reputation here.
Yeah. Well, just not change the format because you really can't do that on a live. It's kind of like anything goes, right? We never know what he's going to say for one. And then it's just to say to people who are new joining our lovely little meeting or party, if you will, that I'm going to clean that off. That you know, live shows are not for everyone, yes, but you know, if you are wanting to make a friend or you know, just be part of the community, it's really good. So I'm just doing this because this is a silicone pan and I can just get the air bubbles out, but you don't have to do it. It also helps to smooth the cake. All right.
You know, some guy got really mad because you took an hour, quote unquote, to make this crap avocado bread. Do you remember?
It wasn't crap, it was delicious.
No, but how did you take an hour to make
But
it?
like, how do I say to somebody, okay, yeah, it was a little flimsy for bread, but it's still delicious. And I just left it. Okay, so I am now decorating with slivered or sliced flaked almonds, if you like. And you can, you know, add more zest on top. You can add a little bits of saffron if you wish. Or you can just, you know, maybe leave it plain if you want something plain. I think it's going to be so pretty.
The other one is
How are we doing for time on that?
2 minutes. You said 10, 15.
I
right?
think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
Smells
needs to go. Yeah, it smells good. Right. Here's my cake.
Now.
Can you? Oh, we're going to have a problem because this is silicone and put it on the plate. It's going to move.
I can just tilt this thing forward.
Right.
Lift up a little. There we go. Beautiful.
All right. That's it. And how long are we into it?
We are 15 minutes.
15 minutes. You can make a cake, and if you use, if you wanted to frost this cake, you could use my cream cheese frosting. Add a little bit of lemon juice to match the flavor, or you know, whatever rind you've used. A little, maybe a tablespoon of orange juice, or yeah, more cardamom, of course. But
What?
cardamom.
Cardamom.
Yes.
Cardamom.
Yes.
Why does that sound like a typo? You're saying a typo. Cardamom. Well, yeah, okay. I'm learning lots this week.
We'll set this aside.
Chef says, morning, Chris can say anything at any moment. That's actually what it says on my birth certificate as well. Shabnahai. Mrs. Henderson knows what Punch and Judy is, see?
Oh, there you go.
I knew Mom would know it.
I don't have any paper towels left.
I know we ran out, sorry, and I haven't been to the store yet. You want this?
Yeah, but I'll use this and then just put it in the wash. So it's okay.
Ruth says, we love you both. Crazy Chris and beautiful Woody Mel.
Am I Woody? Thank you.
You get all the nice ones, I get the, nutter.
Oh yes.
Crazy.
You are fully deserving of any of those.
Naki says, some people just walk the earth miserable and angry. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Some people just can't stop to take a minute and either poke fun at themselves or have a laugh.
Yes, and I think it's important to stop at times and smell the daisies or the roses, if you will. You know, stop and look around you, appreciate beautiful nature, appreciate your family or anybody who cares about you. So I think those moments are often lost through the busyness of life, if you will. But I wanted to also just go through some tools within the keto diet spectrum, because a lot of us are starting out. We've cheated over Christmas and, we're a month into it and, could be having a stall or anything. So I posted and the rules for an egg fast. So it's actually something that I'm considering doing because I've been doing very lazy keto lately and I feel like I am putting a bit of weight, like I haven't been checking macros. This is what I do all the time. I will do I will do a kickstart, some kind of stringent thing at the beginning. This is my cycle, right? And then I will get to where I want to be, which isn't goal weight. It is above goal weight because I don't like me at goal weight. So I'll get there and then I'll maintain. Now, the strict keto that I do, I track macros, I will do meat and a bit of salad. I don't really go full carnivore as such, but it's something that I might consider doing. Yes, I'm thinking about it. And then when I am at my goal weight for a while, I'll relax again, I'll stop, I'll eat, everything stays keto, right? But I don't track my macros, I will have one too many treats, and then I will put on a few kilos. Now, I never let it get too far. I always watch, and then so you'll see me at different intervals. I'll be looking chunkier, or I'll be looking skinnier, or yeah. I don't want to say fat because that's not a good word we use.
Someone said to me the other day, you're looking very healthy, and I was like, what does that mean exactly? Healthy as in I look like I've been eating everything?
Well, you've got a tan and you are not the thinnest you've ever been, but you look healthy. You don't look overweight.
I don't like myself.
You don't
what is supposedly healthy in my BMI range?
You look gaunt.
Malnourished.
And I did too. And that for me was no, you know what? I don't need to be a size 0. What for? At this age, I feel like it suits me better to be in the overweight range, not at the weight range. I'm just keeping an eye. So
yeah, that's now 10:20.
So we're 5 minutes over. So we need to check the cake at 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah, because that would take us then to a full hour's baking time.
Okay. Now, Chef has said, drop some heart emojis to show love for Chris.
Yes, if you were enjoying yourself. hit the like button and
Smash that like
smash.
button.
Oh,
Smash it.
excuse me, I
Destroy
don't
the
know
like.
the YouTube jargon.
Let's see. Chef says I practice evening carnivore. If I eat too much during the day, I go straight carnivore at night.
That's,
Yeah.
I can do that. If I've always had reservations about going full carnivore because, like, for me, Chris is a person, he can have bacon and eggs every day for 6 months straight. I'm a person, I need that variety. That's why my channel, and I'm not straight vegetarian, keto vegetarian, or straight carnivore, or, you know what I mean? I always live in that middle space because I have to have variety. Do you know what? This is just every single time.
Live.
I know.
You think someone would learn?
You'd think that they would put the microwave in a better spot. I mean,
But
doesn't everybody in their kitchen go live on YouTube?
But given that it is in the same spot every week, you think you might have learned by now that
No, I'm actually concentrating on having a chat with my friends right now, not on the microwave. So excuse me.
What a load of rubbish. Jay Rugoff.
Hello,
has
Jay.
arrived. Hey, Jay, and says, hey all, was making bread pudding. Thanks, Chris, for the recipe, and Michael for your sage advice. Stick with cake.
Chris Fisk.
Ah,
Yeah, not you.
gonna
Chris.
say, you got a recipe
Me
from
giving
me.
cake advice?
Yeah. Please don't make anything I suggest.
Yes. Well, Jay, the thing is if nobody knows, Jay tried a recipe with yeast and used CK flour. However, the loaf actually sunk. That hasn't happened to me yet, even with my experiments. Prior to developing the CK flour, I would have sunken loaves like nobody's business, honestly. And I found that adding a 1/4 cup of egg white protein powder fixed that. Now, this was while CK flour was still in development. I was still working on the recipe. And that's why we have a cup of egg white protein powder in the flour, is to prevent your bread from sinking. So, I mean, for me, I would love to try the recipe you used, Jay, and see what happened there and how I can fix it. If that is, if you want to if you like that recipe and you want to stick with it, can you please send it to me so I can fix it and say, oh, add a little bit of this, or, let your bread rest in the oven after baking for an hour. It could be as simple a solution as that. So I would love for you to let me know the recipe, please, so you can have your bread. Anyway, more comments.
My other favourite auntie Chris.
Auntie Chris.
Got it long enough to say big howdy to Mother
I was
Chris.
going to ask, how are you doing?
That looks yummy, and back to bed. So.
Oh, okay. Still good. Still
Auntie
resting.
is sleeping on the job.
Yeah, still good. Yeah, recovering. We miss you terribly. I miss you terribly. Anyway.
Ruth says, I do that, Mel. I allow £5 at holidays. Becky has arrived.
Hello, Becky.
She says, hi everyone. Hello, Becky.
Is it just Becky, or?
That sounds bad.
There's two Beckys.
Is it just Becky? Or, yeah.
No, yeah, there's two Beckys. So can you say the whole username?
Becky.
Oh, okay. So Becky is an avid baker, and all my recipes work for Becky, and she loves them. So
Nice.
Thank you so much.
It has to be noted that Becky Nelson hasn't turned up yet.
Becky
She might be doing a classic slide in 3 minutes to the end.
No,
just to keep us on our toes.
or she'll watch it after. She always tries to make the live shows, as all of you do, except when you're busy, which is find.
But you mean people have a life outside of our
I
life?
know, right?
No way. Oh, my South Australian sister is here. Michelle Ware.
Hello, Michelle.
Who says, I'm late to the live. Grr. Did I do that right? Sorry, Mel and Chris. How are you doing? Hi, everyone. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
I clearly took my crazy pills this morning.
Yes. Oh, and so you can go full carnivore. Carnivore is really effective. You can go full carnivore. You can do an egg fast. You can do the BBB
No. No. Don't,
channel.
I don't recommend doing the BBBBE, whatever it is.
It's not. Look, it's not because you and I didn't enjoy it. No, it's not an enjoyable.
Boring, bland.
Well, so is an
bad,
egg fast, to be honest.
Bloody egg diet. It's awful.
It is, and clearly, you live to eat. You don't eat to live.
Yes. I like to enjoy my food. Despite you saying earlier on that I can eat bacon and eggs every day, I can, but not for every single meal.
Yes,
like
every day. Every day
morning.
for breakfast, you can have that for 6 months. That's what
If
I
I
say.
wanted to torture someone, I'd lock them in a room and feed them the BBBBE diet.
But it is a tool that you can use, and if you can manage it, it is actually very effective. Is what I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted.
Yeah, excuse me, so rudely interrupted. Ruth says she is carnivore and in the summer ketovore. That's a good mix. They have a new name.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna get this. Yep, here we go. Time for me to butcher something. Aniline or Aniline Viviers or Viviers. Aniline. I'll go with Aniline Viviers.
Aniline with an E after the NN.
Yes.
So it's Aniline.
Aniline.
Hello, Aniline. Welcome to our live show. I hope you feel welcome here and feel free to interact with us.
And I'm sorry if I ruined your name. It's just my thing.
Yeah, don't mind him. He's
Can't
harmless after all.
Did you say harmless or homeless?
Harmless.
Oh, right, good. Angie says, Mel, you're beautiful inside and out.
Oh, thank you, Angie.
Oh, Auntie Kathy has arrived. I have not seen her for a wee while.
Hello, Auntie Kathy. How are you?
Kathy says, hello, I had to have emergency surgery, so I've been missing a bit.
Oh.
Okay. I hope you're okay, Kathy.
Well, yeah, sorry to hear that, and hugs from us all, and get well soon from us all. I wish I knew sooner, then I would have.
Yeah.
But then how do you tell people when you're, you can't even speak sometimes?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, we love you very much, and you are part of our friends group. So yeah, get well soon.
Becky says, is Mel not baking tonight? Becky, yes she is. It's in the oven.
That's how fast I was, Becky. I was super fast.
It's time for you to check it actually. Well,
yes.
in 1 minute.
Is it? No, I think that's ready because it's got a lovely golden color on top, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Let me get my trivet so that.
Good. Danny Mizrazi has arrived.
Danny, I was wondering where you are. How are you?
And another new name for us, Annalise. Why do people have interesting last names and first names?
You need to get better at your pronunciations. It's not.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Road. ROHDT. Ah, yeah. Suddenly we have a blank look on our face, do we?
Maybe Annalise will help us.
Well,
say
we'll just
it
say
right.
yes, please, if you can phonetically sound it. But Annalise is from Brazil and says hi from Brazil. Bom dia.
Hola.
No, bom dia.
No, it's also hola.
Hola is Spanish. They
Yes.
speak Portuguese in Brazil.
And Spanish.
I was going to say something. Anyway, hello Annalise. say this every week, but please don't burn yourself.
Get the camera ready.
Patience.
I want to show them.
Ow. Okay.
Oh.
You can actually just leave it right where it is.
Can I?
Pull it back towards you.
Oh.
There we go. Lift up if you like.
It's sliding.
Just lift up exactly. Yep, right there. Perfect. Gorgeous.
That does
Much like the chef.
look so good. Thank you. You let that cool. We will put our other one in there now.
Wow, so we've got two of these.
Yes. I'm going to share one.
Mama.
I'm going to share one with somebody who's thinking of going keto. Hey?
Me.
No, thinking of going keto. We were at a kid's birthday party yesterday, and there were lots of people there, and I met a lady named Sherry. So she is thinking about keto again. She did it years ago, and she felt restricted. And look, 8-10 years ago, keto was very restrictive. Now we have all these cheats and all these solutions to, the things we love. And I said to her, do you know that you can have cake on keto now? And she was like, what? I said, yes, and bread and tortillas and tacos and she was like, oh my gosh, that's so different. Just by the way, with this cake, can you get the camera on the cake again?
What do you think I am?
The cameraman.
Okay, in that case, yes.
Is that good?
Slide it back towards you a little bit.
Me?
Yep, there we go.
You must let this cake cool, because look at when I lift it. If you take it out of the tin while it's hot, it's going to break because it's so soft, right? So look at this. It's moving still, and I don't think it's a good idea to remove it out of the cake tin before it's cool. So we have to let it cool. Yeah.
I hope no one's getting seasick. All right, so that's in at 10:34. Yeah?
Yes.
Now, Michelle says, yep, I'd have the microwave up on the bench where the oven is, but right in the corner away from the oven where those flowers and bottles are. So there.
Yes.
Yep.
I think if there wasn't a spot in the kitchen for the microwave, that would be a good place, because then, the camera picks up what you're doing in the microwave as well. So that's really good. I mean, this is just from our perspective.
But in general, like 99.9% of life, you wouldn't be sitting where you're sitting.
No, we have another spot on the other side of this bench for bar stools and things like that. But
where I am.
Anyway, let's get back on topic. So, do you have any tips for anybody who is experiencing a stall? Do you know of other keto solutions that, really helped you drop some weight? Please share in the comments. For me, that's about the only thing. If you're new to keto, get used to the food. If you're starting out, let's go from starting out. If you're starting out, it can all be overwhelming, right? The best advice I can give you is try to find out the basics. Okay, yes, there's this whole big fat list of things you cannot have. But then within the things that you can have, I would strongly advise you to fill your freezer with meal prepped carb-like foods, tortillas, bread. Tacos, if you have tacos regularly, do your tacos. Meal prep and flavor meats, you know, you can get a big bag of ground beef from Costco, and then, you know, just separate them out and flavor each one, label it, and freeze it. And then when, you know, it's tough when you are cooking and you're trying to look after yourself, like diet wise, and you still have a family to look after. It's tough. So you need quick, easy things you can just throw together, and ground beef is a really good solution. On top of that, if you're doing keto by yourself and with your family, it is absolutely easy to avoid making two separate meals. For example, if you are doing, say, roast chicken, you would flavor your chicken breast, for example, you know, herbs, garlic, salt, pepper, roasted in the oven. You could do potatoes and, you know, whatever roast vegetables for your family separately, and, you know, their rice or whatever you're going to add that is carb-like. And for you, you could add a salad. Your family can help themselves to the salad, and you can do things like a half or quarter avocado, depending on you know, your macros or your daily limit. You can have avocado. You can do things like using a keto flour like the CK flour. You could do various things, make hush puppies on side if you're having fish. There's so much that you can do, you know, incorporating your family into at least part of what you've made. Anyway, I feel like I've been talking a lot, so let's...
My goodness.
Read some comments there. And not from the peanut gallery, aka him, Chris.
That's funny.
Okay.
Goodness me. Becky says, have I missed all the mixing? Yes, Becky, but you can either skip back or watch the replay afterwards, and all the mixing is in there.
Or you can also just get to this description box. The whole recipe is in the description box too, Becky. The only added difference is I covered the cake tin with foil before I added it to bake. Added it to the oven to bake. That's the only thing that's missing from the recipe. So, and I think it is at your discretion. But like, look how good it turned out. I only used the foil halfway during baking, and it's got the perfect amount of brown. It's still so soft. I can't actually remove this. So I'm sorry, I was hoping, you know, I could do the whole shebang in an hour and show you everything, but I think it is really best, beautiful, to leave it. We must have a taste test before we sign off, I think.
Well, let me truck through a few more of these, and it should be cold by then.
Yeah.
Michael says, don't mention BBBE around Chris. He's still suffering trauma from the BBE challenge of 3 days.
Yeah, but you see, somebody like Michael, he did it for the full duration and lost, was it 5 kgs or 10 pounds, around 10 pounds in a week? I mean,
congratulations,
yeah.
Michael. And so glad you stuck with the BBBE boring diet.
I think I lasted 3 days, I think. So, oh well.
Michelle says, all these different types of diets, so confusing. I just stick to low carb, not keto or anything else. I'll eat anything as long as I can get it low carb or adjust it to low carb.
That does make it easy. And like the thing is that you are doing what's right for you. You know what I mean? And it's working for you. Bottom line, any diet, anything you want to do towards being healthier, it's probably the best advice for you. to embrace being healthier. So, and yes, there's low carb, but within keto, there are so many ways to keto. Some people will say, oh, no bread, no this. Yeah, that's your choice, but you can find a zero carb bread, or the CK flour bread is zero net carbs. But if you want to, whip up some eggs and do the PSMF bread, and your loaf doesn't sink, then go with that. Every time I've tried the PSMF bread, I have had a sunken loaf. That's why it's not on my channel. I was so excited and I wanted to, join in with the hype, but sadly, it didn't work for me.
14 collapsing breads.
40. That was really hard going.
Unreal. Now, I really want to read this out, but I can't do it because it's from Danny's in Canada. Right?
Yeah, Canada.
Yeah, Canada, Whoville. Danny says, for those who don't understand Australian, here are some Mellisms, and he's said them all out, but I can't, because I'm going to do it in our accent, not his.
Why don't you do it in his accent?
Because I can't
You
do it
can.
Canadian.
He's got a very good friend who lives in Canada and is Canadian.
He's also an idiot.
So what are the words though?
It's like for decorate, you say decorate, or share, you say shay, hick, you say hick, hick. See, I can't. It makes no sense.
That's funny though. I love like the interpretations.
Yeah, the one I got was eggs. You say eggs.
I say eggs.
Eggs.
Eggs. How do you say eggs otherwise?
Eggs.
I say eggs.
Yeah, read it afterwards and you'll
I'm
get it.
sure. Yeah.
You got to put on
Anyway.
your best Whoville accent. Chef says, Mel, I had someone in Australia say you guys couldn't get egg white powder. I thought you used it. We can get it, Chef. It's just
It's hard to
expensive.
get. It's hard to get. Obviously, here's the screaming thing in the room is that we haven't put out a video this week. We have got some things happening in the background that are very, very exciting. I cannot wait to share it with you, but it is going to need to be a surprise. When you see it, you will see it.
You don't say it, someone will steal it. Sorry that I said that out loud.
Next comment. I think we
Annaline
just
says, yes, that's perfect. Hello, I'm new. Yes, I'm already feeling welcome. Woohoo.
That's awesome.
Lucky says, Chris, sorry, not sorry. Not. I have no idea what you're referring to, but that's all good.
This isn't all sorry, not sorry.
Becky says, it's a very nice group of folks here. Angela Diaz has rocked in. Just arrived. Hello, everyone.
Hello, busy lady. You have honored us today with your presence. Thank you so much.
Brenda Patino is here. Says, hello, Mel and Chris.
Hello, Brenda. I think Brenda's new too, so can you make an extra effort to welcome her?
Excuse me, Brenda's been here before.
Oh.
Brenda Patino has been here before.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. I got this one wrong.
But hello, Brenda. It's very nice to see you
Let's try
this
and
week.
get this.
I hope you are well. What's the weather like in your part of the world?
Whose part of the world?
You said I must make a bit of a fuss
Oh,
on Brenda.
well,
so
yeah, carry on then.
Yeah, okay. Auntie Kathy says, thank you, so appreciate you and Chris. Excuse me. Annalene says, looks yummy. Lucky says, Chris thinks one is for him. Lucky, you have no idea. One is definitely for me. Amon, definitely get me some of this. I need to steal one and run.
Oh my goodness.
Patty says your cake looks delicious, Mel.
Thank you, Patty.
And Becky says she wants to see the crumb.
Yes. Oh, we want to see everything. Sorry.
Lucky says, and Mel, I'll take a slice, please.
Yes.
Grandma Green is here.
Hello. Oh, you made it. Oh,
Sure.
we were chatting earlier this morning. Well, my morning, which was about maybe 2 hours ago, and Grandma was saying she's refereeing her 3 grandsons.
Yeah, she says she had a house full of boys today. My condolences there, Grandma. Finally, I have peace and quiet and can watch your live.
Yes.
Very nice. Becky's already hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
Oh, my person that I wasn't missing whatsoever turned up anyway. Stacey says, evening all, just stopping in to say hi, got a grandbaby tonight.
Oh, nice, Stacey. That's awesome. Okay.
Come back next week, Stacey, so we can play.
All right. So that's what the inside, you can see it's still very hot, the steam coming off, and I'm just going to, very soft cake. And let's take a look.
Looks so nice.
It really does. Let's look at the sides and underneath. Am I doing this right? You're gonna burn. You're gonna burn.
Or is it that hot?
Yeah.
Focus. There we go.
Oh, I'm just imagining this with a cup of coffee and, you know, on a cold winter's morning would be.
Chef said, oh Lord, wait till Chris gets to that white powder comment, because his comment actually said, it just said white powder, it didn't say egg white powder. Now I don't know what other white powder he's referring to.
Oh.
But, Chef, I was trying to do you a solid, brother. I was trying to gloss past it like you didn't miss out the word egg. I was like, ooh, what kind of white powder Chef into?
Oh, I think a dusting of powdered sweetener wouldn't go amiss.
Okay, I'll wait for version 2.0.
It's good on its own though. I'm just, you know, you normally put that on baked flaked almonds, just around there.
I see way down, Chef says it was supposed to be egg white powder. That's funny. It looks so
Try and
nice.
have a look on the inside too. I don't know if I'm showing this.
Yep, yeah, that's good.
So good. This is like, you know, good enough for like a fancy tea party, or I can't describe it. You have to try it, and yeah, just, you know, when you get something real good and your imagination starts running away with you, then you know it's a good recipe.
That's good.
Really? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Sorry. Baby.
Sorry, the swallowing will slow me down.
Do take note that I have a tablespoon of cardamom spice in the recipe. You can reduce that to 1 teaspoon, and you can use the other teaspoon to add like ground cinnamon, or, you know, to make something like more like a chai. You could grate some carrot into this recipe and use like a tablespoon of allspice if you so wish. That'll make you a carrot cake, hands down for sure.
Michael says...
wow.
Sorry.
Sorry, you go. I'm blown away.
Michael says, sure, chef, you just wanted to know which of Mel's recipes to bake with special white powder. And Lakey says, Michael, are we asking if Mel can add some special white powder to her recipes?
What is like a drugs?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, like you're so sweet and innocent you don't have something.
No, but you know, like with me, there's so many white powders that I use powdered sweetener, I have egg white powder, I have baking powder, I have a lot of white powders. Like, so I didn't know we're going off the PC route.
We're not. Chef is. And then Michael's following suit. Now Lakey's in on the party. So we just innocently were carrying on.
Yes.
Angie says, what is your favorite sugar substitute for baking?
In all of my recipes, I use monk fruit sweetener, like Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. I like it from your perspective as well, because you know that if you're going to use one of my recipes, this is the sweetener, and if you know, going to use several, you know that your monk fruit sweetener will never go to waste. On occasion, allulose is illegal in Australia, but when it wasn't, I was making syrups with it, and I was using that as well. I have used xylitol once only, and a hard-boiled sweet or lolly recipe that seems to be taking off because I'm getting a lot of comments on that video now. So it's a good solution. It helps with xylitol helps with bad breath. But there's a stigma to it as well because it's poisonous to pets. And like for me, I just say to people, store it in a place where your pet's not going to go. You know, a closed cupboard perhaps, or that is if you want to use that recipe as a solution, you know, for that kind of thing.
Ruth says, I was eating dirty keto, net carbs stalled, went clean keto, total carbs stalled, did intermittent fasting, then carnivore, feel great, lost 95 pounds, wow. Size 23 to a size 6. Wow.
Wow.
That is awesome, Ruth.
Yes.
Well done. Becky says, I lost weight, fasting, extended, or OMAD, but the weight don't stay away. I caught it back once I resumed eating. Yeah, a lot of people have that happen. Best thing I can suggest in all my medical and nutritional experience is don't just go straight from OMAD back to normal eating. Kind of introduce it slowly, like anything, because you'll plateau and then your body goes, oh, I got all this food coming. So just make sure your total calorie intake is not more than what you are having on OMAD.
Yeah. Now I have done OMAD, but not to you know, as a solution to anything. I just wanted to see if I could do it. I was fine with it because I have been having 2 meals a day for, gosh, I don't know, 6-7 years now. It's a long time. I've been doing 2 meals. So I, of course, before keto, I was having like 4, maybe 5 meals, because that's what the professionals say. Oh, eat often and you will keep your metabolism in good health because it's always getting food, right? So I was, before keto, I would have like an apple as a meal, and then there was this whole hype around that time that JLo was having 8 meals a day, of course all little, and I thought, oh gosh, if she does it, then you know it must work. No, anyway, started keto, brought the amount of meals I had right down to 2, and that has been great for me. If you want to start intermittent fasting, don't go cold turkey. You're going to get hungry and cheap, or you will be so ravenous you won't be able to think straight. Start by moving the times that you eat inwards. So say from midnight to midnight, you would have your breakfast at 9 a.m. or 7 a.m. for example. You could maybe skip that and say if you still work and you have a break at 10 a.m., have your first meal at 10 a.m. You will suffer a little bit, but at least, you know, it's that time of the morning where you need to be awake anyway. So try that. And then your evening meals, if you snack at night, you could stop snacking as a start. Try that for a week. Just stay the same way for a week. And then have a look at what you could do again to bring that time frame closer, so that you're eating within either a 6 or a 4 hour window. And then I would say comfortably that you could then progress to OMAD if it's something you want to try. I'm getting to the good part.
Yeah, you go for it. Annalise says you can call me Annie.
Oh, okay.
That's perfect. She also says we speak Portuguese here in Brazil. Thank you, Annie, for confirming that I was correct. So I'm making a big effort to understand as much as I can. Sorry that I can't interact as I want to. I like you and your channel very much.
Thank you, Annie.
And don't worry, Annie, English is my first language and I mess it up royally every single day.
Does he what?
Closely followed by Chef and closely followed
by
Michael.
I bet you're
completely
gonna...
after that. Closely followed by Stacey, and then we'll throw Lackey in there as well.
And Danielle Graves also does typos.
Where is Danny this week, by the way?
Danny she never misses a live. If she misses a live, she is somewhere where there's no reception. And so we're thinking of you, Danny, and I will text you afterwards.
Michael says it looks terrible. I demand prompt delivery of a slice.
And just watch. Michael will be one of the first people to you know, share or make this. But, oh, it is a beautiful cake.
Chef asks, where's Lily? Michael says shopping for a new freezer.
Yes, oh yes, where's Lily?
I haven't, naughty but nice Lily hasn't been here for a little bit now. Penny Goodwin.
Oh, hello, Penny.
There's a new name in the chat. Hello, Penny, and welcome.
Penny, welcome.
Says that looks awesome.
Thank you.
Becky says, and I've been asking this question for 3 days, Becky, so hopefully we'll get an answer now that you've asked. Becky says, Mel, why is it called Persian love cake? I missed the introduction.
So Persian because of you can add saffron in here. It's the spices that makes it Persian, right? They often add saffron to a lot of their dishes. And that is why it's Persian love cake. And I think they would traditionally make this on Valentine's Day, but I'm saying why only on Valentine's Day? No, we can have this as a treat. It's a beautiful cake if you want to impress somebody. Now, it does have my cake does have a full-on cardamom taste. It is not overpowering to me, but let's hear from Peanut Gallery about if he thinks it's overpowering.
Well, I am getting a roasting here because Lackey says, Mel, I can't believe Chris didn't stuff it in his mouth. And I saw another comment from Michelle somewhere.
He kind of did stuff it in his mouth.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, that's the fork that I was given with it.
A small one.
Yeah, but it's clean because I literally
You hoovered
shoved
it. You vacuumed it.
that entire part of the slice in my mouth. So, yeah. Don't worry, people, I'm on form. Because, yeah, Michelle said, I was waiting for Chris to take a big bite when he grabbed the cake. Surprised me that he didn't. Lol. Well, that was the showpiece. I couldn't. Come on, people. I do have some, like a modicum of decorum here. It's not much, but I can behave at times. Chef says, I'm so glad Chris speaks chef. I like that. when one person messes up their stuff all the time, you recognize it in another. So, Mom H says, perfect, Mel, just perfect. I can taste it now over the television.
Thank you, Mom.
Becky asked to see the cake closer, but you've done that. And I'm behind in comments. Lucky says, Chris and Mel, angel, more devil. Wow. Just wow. You covered the allulose thing, so that's fine. Michelle says she's waiting for me to take a big bite. Annalise says, we don't have monk fruit in Brazil. Do you think I can use erythritol or a bit of stevia?
Why not try a blend of it? It is really down to what you can tolerate or what your body can manage. With the erythritol, you can get a burning sensation. Now, if you don't have a burning sensation when you use full, like 100% erythritol, I would say use that. Otherwise, if like within a cake, 2/3 of a cup, it's a lot of sweetener kind of. And when previously I have tried erythritol before and it was too overpowering for me. So that's why I started using monk fruit sweetener. But this was like even me having a channel, right? So, so it depends. You can use stevia or you can use a blend of erythritol. It's your choice. No problems.
So what's going on here? Chef got kicked out of the live somewhere, and so did Becky.
Wow.
Becky says, what happened? YouTube just kicked me out of Mel's live and routed me to their app store.
Wow.
Chef said it's acting really strange tonight and he blames me.
So, your opinion on the cake. Do you think there's too much cardamom in there?
I don't know what cardamom is.
Is the flavor too strong?
No.
Okay, we want your opinion, right? So why are we getting one-word answers?
It's horrific, right? There's my opinion. It's horrific. I did that in one bite. The only reason I didn't eat the nuts is because I'm allergic to nuts.
Right.
But I will be peeling those off, and when I finish selling my mouth over here, I'll be peeling those off and eating the rest. It is delicious.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Thank you.
I already said that before.
That's amazing.
It's proof that you don't listen to me.
Yes. So we have got the Christopher seal of approval, people. You saw how easy it is to make this cake. I was done in 15 minutes. You will be done probably in 5 because I talk a lot and I'm more focused on having a chat with you than doing my work. So I think you max 10 minutes tops. You would have whipped this cake up and it'll be in the oven. And do let it go for an hour. At the 45-minute mark, it's cooked, right? But there's no the goldenness isn't there. That's why I let it carry on baking for another 15, because yeah, you want that color and you want your almonds toasted. So I will adjust the recipe for an hour's bake so you can achieve the same results. Yes.
Becky says, come Mel, give us a hint about what is coming up, what you've been working on in the background. But
oh,
no,
yes, we can't, because the thing is, what if it doesn't work out, right? Yeah. So we...
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're trying to... we're trying to just, it's another hint, and it's kind of like a teaser, which might not be appealing, fine. But we're trying to provide a product at the cheapest in the world. That's what we're trying to do. And that's all we'll say.
Watch this space. I feel like because Kelly's not here this week.
Oh yeah.
You know, I normally get Kelly and
Carrie
Kerry.
has been very quiet. Carrie.
I get those two messed up. I think we've got a second pair here because there's Annaline and Annalise.
Right.
And they're very close to each other. I'm like, okay, let me get this right. Annaline says, when are you allowed to eat this cake on keto afternoon for a snack?
Okay.
Anytime.
If you're on keto, you have a calorie limit. So you can, say for example, if you have 1,500 calories limit per day, you would check the calories for your ingredients, whatever adjustments you make to this recipe, you would put it in your app and see what one piece of cake is going to cost you, for example. And then this is all before you make it, right? So then you would make your cake and then fit it around your meals. That is if you are not in maintenance like me. For me, who's in maintenance and don't check calories, I would probably just have one piece a day. My husband goes overboard with it, and I think that's why he's looking healthy. But sorry, I was trying to say that with a straight face and just keep talking. It didn't work.
I'm amazed it took an hour and 6 minutes for you to fat shame me this week.
Yes, so I could. It's filling, right? It is a filling cake. So I would. For me personally, I would probably skip a meal to have this piece of cake and maybe eat in about 3-4 hours time. So you have to judge that for yourself. If you're in maintenance like me, 1-2 pieces max a day. And I think really, even if you weren't on keto, the cake is so filling that you could probably, we're normal people, but a person who's not doing keto might be able to only manage to stop it.
It's like you're trying to convince yourself, we're normal.
Yes, we're normal.
Chef said, hey, I never said I could speak or type, I just cook, okay? Becky says, you're an excellent cook, chef.
Yes.
Lucky said, Annaline, whenever your macros allow for how you're doing keto. Exactly. Oh, Jojo's here. Jojo Johnson in the house.
Hello, Jojo.
And we'll say hello to Mr. Jojo in case he is there as well.
I actually didn't have to remind him. There you go.
Sometimes takes a while, but eventually it sinks in. Okay.
Some things still don't.
Jojo says, why is allulose banned from Australia? We went through that before.
I don't know. I'm still, after a year, I'm still mad about it. I don't want to know why. I just want it back, Jojo. Is that too hard to ask?
Jojo says, when I use erythritol, my baked goods crystallize and I don't like that.
Okay.
Grandma Green says, I have a sign, excuse me, I have a sign over the toilet that reads, we aim to please. You aim to please. I see it had little effect on the boys, time to mop the floor again. Sounds like
shame.
It's chaos in Grandma Green's household. Michelle says, was having issues with the live before, but it seemed to be okay after a while, but now it's freezing at times and typing, deleting a comment takes a while. Odd.
Wow.
Yeah. Becky says, thank you, Mel, for showing the cake.
You're welcome. Of course, we must show the result.
Kerry says, where did she go? Mel talks a lot, never noticed. And then kissing emojis. Jojo says,
I love you, Kerry.
Jojo says the cake looks delicious.
Thank you, Jojo. Yes,
Chef
definitely
says,
want to make.
Chef says, did it end? My screen is frozen. Becky says, I lost Mel. Well, I'm still here, guys. I hope you came back. Oh, Chef says, well, it's the third time I've been kicked out tonight. And Becky says, your live is being hijacked, Mel.
I know, right?
Kerry says, oh, Michael said she barely said a word, Kerry, as in you don't talk a lot. Kerry says, Kerry is not in a good headspace at the moment, sitting quietly in the corner. Hope everything's alright.
I don't know if that's a joke though, or if she's teasing you, or do you know what I mean, or if you're serious, but hugs anyway.
Yeah, anyways, I hope that you are okay, Kerry. If you're not, I hope you get better soon. Jojo says, LOL, Mel, you almost kept that straight face. And Michael says, looking healthy with love heart eyes. Michael asks, how do you store this cake?
I would, like a normal almond flour cake, wrap it with the plate, once it's cooled of course, and in the refrigerator. It's still warm, so it's going to take a while to to get cool, but once it's cool, I'm going to wrap mine in plastic wrap, or if you use beeswax paper, that would work too, or if you want to use something else, just something that's not going to dry out your cake, use that. Even foil will work, and refrigerate it.
Michael says, phew, I was going to wrap it hot.
No, he was not. No, you were not. I don't believe
I love it, Michael. That is brilliant. Captain state the obvious. Oh, wait for it to cool down.
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. I know I say some obvious things, but with the comments that I've had over the years, we need to state the obvious, people. We definitely do.
Chef says it's dangerous for me to bake a whole cake, and I could not agree more, because we've now got 2 of them.
Divide it in. No, one's not for us. I told you that already, and told everyone else.
Did I sign something?
One is not for us. This can be all yours, okay?
And what about the other one?
The other one's still going. It's still. I've made a promise. I'm sorry. I have to stick to it.
Just blame me like you would anyway, and say, oh, the dog ate it or something.
Anyway, moving on.
There's some fine print you never signed up for. Grandma Green says, well, Chef, I must be better behaved than you. I've not been kicked out yet. Mom H says, love you both so much. See you both next week. Tell your lovely daughter I say hi.
Yes.
Have
love to you,
great
Mom.
week, Mom.
Yes.
Mrs. Louise Braba.
Hello, Grandma. How are you?
Grandma Braba says, hi, I finally made it. Auntie Judy says, thanks for the live, have to go. Bye, Auntie.
Bye, Auntie. Are we at our finish time?
Yeah, we're at an hour 13. So.
Hour 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we should really sign off so we don't, waste any more of your time. Not that this was a waste. I feel like, to get this recipe, see the results, and, you have a fabulous looking, professional looking cake. Priceless. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and be well.
I hadn't finished all the comments.
Read the comment.
You're going to have to do it all again.
I'll do it again.
Kerry says, yeah, I will be okay, just stressed, which makes me shut down. Thank you for the well wishes.
Sorry, Kerry.
Ruth says, Mel, could you freeze the cake? I think you answered that one already. You can freeze it.
I haven't tried freezing it, I have to be honest, but I mean, for me, I'm gonna use some of the cake to try it, but when we make a video of it, you'll get all the skinny on it, and yeah, I'll freeze a slice and just test it to see what happens, if it comes out the same.
Michelle says, allulose is deemed a novel food in Australia, meaning it hasn't been around long enough for the Food Standards Australia New Zealand office to declare it safe for regular public consumption. That sounds about right. And everyone is saying good night, so we can say good night too.
Have a good week. Be good. Be happy. Take time to, appreciate. And we love you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.